So how do you create content when you're not an expert in your niche? As I'm sure you know, creating high-quality content is now a critical part of generating traffic and building a profitable online business. The only problem is that creating content on a regular basis can be really hard work, especially if you're not an authority on the subject. So in this video, I'd like to share with you how to create incredible content for any niche really fast. Our magic bucket strategy that enables you to become an instant authority on any topic, plus 3 types of content you should be aiming to create each week. When it comes to creating content, you really have 2 options. Option 1 is to take the time and effort to become a world-leading expert in a particular area. Of course, the only downside to this is that it typically takes in the order of 10,000 hours of painstaking work to reach this level of expertise. Thankfully, there's a much quicker and easier way we can use. Option 2 is to become a commentator in your niche. Now, a commentator is someone who takes careful note of what is going on in a particular niche and identifies, then shares the best material that is being produced. So the best way to quickly and easily create content in any niche is to become a well-informed commentator who reviews, summarizes, and comments on what's happening in that niche. You see, the reality is that online traffic flows to wherever value is provided. So if you don't have exclusive experience in an arena, you can still create incredible value by curating content created by others and adding your own commentary. In other words, you become the place people go to find the best stuff. Now you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how do I become a well-informed commentator? Well, this is where the magic bucket strategy comes in. Your magic bucket is made up of 3 components. Number 1, input channels. These are the leading websites, YouTube channels, and blogs in your niche. Number 2, the second component is the magic bucket itself, which is where you capture all your incoming information in the real world. This is usually a piece of software called an RSS reader, where RSS stands for Really Simple Syndication. Number 3, and the third component of your magic bucket is your output channels. That is where you will publish your own content as an informed commentator in this new niche. So let's now take a look at an example to see how this works in the real world. This is Carol Lee. Carol Lee is a kick-ass real estate agent in Portland with years of experience in the outer environs of Portland, who now wants to expand her territory and services south to Salem and beyond. She trains in MMA, teaches German, devours historic fiction, and has 2 gymnast daughters who own the trampoline, but Carol Lee hasn't yet clocked the 10,000 hours to be considered the exclusive expert in managing properties south of Portland. So here's what she does. First, she identifies all her favorite Southern Oregon real estate related websites, YouTube channels, and blogs, especially sites that also inform and delight her MMA training, German teaching, or gymnast tiger mom tendency. She then enters these input channels into her RSS reader. The RSS reader she chooses is called Feedly. Now, instead of having to constantly check all her different input channels, she can simply check her magic bucket of content each day and quickly and easily stay in touch with everything that's happening in her niche. Then, when it comes to creating her own content, Carol Lee has a fantastic source of material to draw upon. There are 3 different types of content that Carol Lee can create for her audience. The first type of content is direct referrals. This might be a quick tweet or a quick Facebook post saying something like, "Hey, I just found this great resource on Mount Angel Oktoberfest 2018," or "Looking forward to #Oktoberfest next year in Mount Angel already." And it goes on. The second type of content is curated referrals. This is where Carolee writes a longer Facebook post to summarize or comment on an article or video, and then includes a link to the original content. And the third type of content is inspired content. This is where Carolee creates her own article, blog post, or video, like this one, based on some of the ideas that she's been reading about in Feedly. Just to be clear, this is not copying someone else's article. It's using a number of other articles as inspiration to create her own material. And as the old saying goes, if you take inspiration from one article, it's plagiarism. But if you take inspiration from 10 articles, that's research. So each week, Carolee checks Feedly and fills up on everything that is happening in real estate beyond Portland in the context of her combined passions/superpowers. Then she creates direct referral content, curated referral content, and inspired content to populate her own Twitter account, Facebook page, and YouTube channel. And here's a pro tip. One of the most useful tools you can have in your commentator bag of tricks is called Buffer. Buffer allows you to schedule tweets, Facebook posts, LinkedIn articles, and even Pinterest posts. Very cool tool. This means instead of trying to schedule in a special time to create content every day, you can set aside a block of time to create a week's worth of content, and then use Buffer to automatically schedule and publish that content over the entire week. So just to recap, you now know that the quickest and easiest way to create valuable content in any niche is to become a well-informed commentator. You've also seen how to set up your own magic bucket of never-ending content using an RSS reader like Feedly to become an instant authority in your niche and always stay on pulse of whatever's happening. And you know that the 3 types of content that you should be creating every week for your own audience are direct referrals, curated referrals, and your own inspired content. This is how to become the digital mayor of whatever the niche is for your next online endeavor. Thank you for listening. And if you ever need an easy media partner for assistance in setting up any of this, please email or call Brad Tollefson at celebratingcool@gmail.com, 206-769-6737. Thank you, and great luck in all you do.